All right, YouTube, I have done a terrible job leading up to my very first ultra, which is a 50 miler in Sedona called the View Sedona 50 miler. We are 4 weeks out tomorrow. I have a training session that's almost like a race simulation training session. I'll be doing 20 miles or so with about 2,500 total elevation vert. Last weekend, I was 9 miles in, feeling absolutely incredible. I took a quick drink break and sat down for a moment, stood up, and my feet were absolutely wrecked. It was the bottoms of my pinky toes, the soles of where my pinky toes are. I chat GPT'd it, self-docked of course, and during my self-diagnosis there's a couple things, but it felt at the time like I had a broken foot or 2 broken feet. I was barely able to walk. I was stumbling. It was starting to get super hot outside, and so last week I was a bit defeated. I got the 16 miles done, but it was a fairly slow 16 miles, probably in the 12-minute mile range. I could have completed it much faster. So tomorrow we're getting up, I'm getting redemption. In that process, I want to show you what I'm packing in my pack. I try to do it all in one pack. I now know that I'm going to have essentially my first aid station, or an aid station for tomorrow. So I am packing my vest here. I'll be wearing a modified shirt that I got off of Amazon. This is a fisherman shirt, or a Hawaiian shirt that I cut the sleeves off. So we'll see how that treats me tomorrow. Creepers socks. I got the toe creeper socks. Well, I'll show you, those are my skivvies. And then these are our Rue camo half tights. So we got the Rue on the side, the Buckaroo logo on the front. So this is going to be our Rue camo half tights. And then for my pack, I have the 12-liter Salomon. So this is a pretty popular pack here, 12-liter Salomon. And so on the front, I have 2 500-liter bottles on the front. So I already have one of them filled out, and I'll show you what I'm doing with the other one. In this pack, I have some carbs in here. I have some goo gels. I have some caffeinated and uncaffeinated gels. I have a scoop of Karbolyn, which is clustered dextrin carbohydrates. That is the trademarked version from Jeff Golini, who actually produces a number of the fueled supplements products that I used to own, which my dad still owns. So I have a scoop of that in here. It's a low glycemic carbohydrate that acts like a fast-acting sugar, but it's much more sustained, and it does not spike insulin. So I love using that product. It's something that we will be incorporating with the Rue supplements line. I have some, I don't even know what brand this is, carbs. I tried this today on my run, my recovery run. It's 50 grams of carbs. This was so much easier to get down than any of the goo gels or any of the gels that I've had before. So 50 grams in one shot. Yeah, it's a little bit of a larger container, sachet. So much easier to get down. I didn't feel like it was syrupy at all. It does kind of have a weird little smell to it. It almost smells like puke, but it doesn't taste like puke. Very interesting. So it's almost like you puke and you brush your teeth and you can still kind of smell it in your nose. That's what this somewhat smells like. I have 2 of those that I'll have in the front portion of the vest here that are just essentially on demand. I'll have all my gel pack and all the extra goodies in the back. And then in my other container that I'll have a Rice Krispie on deck. I always keep that thing on me. 17 grams of carbs there, 50 grams there. Oops, I accidentally ripped this open. Uh-oh. That's not good. I'll have to handle that here in a minute, but so got that in there. Perfect. Get this zipped up, and you guys can take a look here what I'm doing. So got that in the pack, and then my 2 favorites. Rice Krispies, undeniable champion. I got the king size or the jumbo size. These are 260 grams of calories, 48 grams of total carbs. So I'm wanting to pretty much hammer one of these and one of these gels per hour. That's 100 grams of carbs per hour. Easy to digest, gets in the system pretty quick. I've had no digestibility issues. I have a pretty sensitive stomach. It's something as I get deeper into ultra running, I'm going to have to, it's just a trial and error. It's a lot of testing. I'm finding things that are easy on my belly that I'm able to digest faster. And these are 2 things that I do. Now this little bad boy right here, this little bad boy is for afterwards. Okay, so this little bad boy is for afterwards. This is the world's best cookie, which is made by my wife. Okay, so this is something that not a lot of people have the opportunity to try in their life. But if you're ever in our household, or if you're ever at one of our run clubs, you get an opportunity to have one of these cookies, and they'll absolutely blow your mind. Another little thing that I'm going to be trying tomorrow. So this is something that you'll have to bear with me here on, and I've never tried this, and I know that the ultra hype is all about it. Is in between the laps, I'm going to try to hammer down a little bit of Coca-Cola. Now, we'll see how that does on the stomach. This is all trial and error process. This thing is loaded, 65 grams of carbs. I'll probably only be able to drink half of it or so, or a quarter of it. It'll probably taste super refreshing tomorrow. It's supposed to be over 105 degrees. Moving on to race or pre-race nutrition. Let's take a look at what we have over here. Okay, so I have some Re-Lyte, which will be replaced by our product, Rue Salt. This has essentially, I think it's 900 milligrams of sodium, 810 milligrams of sodium. They use pink Himalayan salt as well, and all of the good electrolytes. So very, very clean line. Very good tasting. This is the Karbolyn, the carb mix that I was telling you about. Now, we do have Karbolyn in the Fueled Supplements line, which is in the Intra House and the Reversal product. So that is a trademarked and patented ingredient by Jeff Galini that has been studied and tested and proven. They do third-party testing. And so that is, for per one scoop, 50 grams of fast-acting, non-sugar, non-insulin spiking carbohydrates, and that'll be going in my 500 milliliter Solomon, which will be going in the pack. And then this is just being prepped for the morning. And in the morning, before I hit the trail, I will do a quarter cup of this with 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, and that will essentially be 35 grams of carbs here plus 27 grams, almost 60, 70 grams, plus a banana in the morning. That's everything that I have prepped and prepared for tomorrow. I'm looking forward to Redemption. It's going to be a hot one tomorrow. The bottom of my foot is a little bit achy. We'll see how things go. I'm just going to take it slow, get a really good warm up in the morning. It's going to be a race day simulation. So I'm going to be up about 3:45, 4 in the morning. I need to come out, get some carbs in me, get some food in me. I'm going to get a good stretch, good warm up here at the house. I'm going to head over to the trail around 5:15, 5:30. I want to be at the trail around like 6, so I get about a 1 mile warm up, really start slow, ease into it, and then turn on the jets towards the end. So I'm going for my Redemption tomorrow. This is going to be a good race simulation. I'm going to do my best to not to take any extended stops, really push the pace, really find my groove tomorrow, and really set the tone for what the next 4 weeks is going to look like. Probably one more really hard week of training next week, and we'll probably start to taper down with my ultra running coach, Adam Kimball, is what I would assume. To be honest with you, I don't ask a ton of questions when it comes to the training of things. I just literally listen to everything that Adam says to me. And then if I have bumps, bruises, aches, pains, things of that nature, or if something pops up in the training, I let him know. He gives me real-time feedback. It's almost instant, and I make adjustments and changes. But other than that, I don't question. I don't forecast for the future. I just wait for the workouts to get here, and then we get after it. And so tomorrow morning, I will take you guys with me through the process. I'm going to do my best to at least film a little bit of it. If not, this will be a great pre-running vlog for 4 weeks out of the View Sedona 50 Mile Ultra. Went from running a 13-mile half marathon to a 50-mile ultra in 16 weeks. And so here we go. Let's have some fun tomorrow. I'm excited. We'll see you there.